Guys, we are live with a very special that's a word. A very special live stream, kind of a breaking news live stream. Binance has pulled out of the deal to save FTX, and it kind of looks like FTX is screwed. There's not a better way to put it. I'll show you. So this has implications. Like the crypto market is taking a bath. It's not good. It's one of the biggest bloodbaths we've seen in some time. Algorand, along with that, now Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of FTX, was supposed to speak at Decipher. We got some news about that, so we'll show you that in a minute. Um, but yeah, FTX in a free fall, Solana in a free fall because Sam Bankman-Fried owned supposedly like 10% of it, or FTX did. And so and now they're facing a huge liquidity crisis. I've got plenty of news for that, so we're going to break down that situation. Yeah, like I said, before we get into all that, I just want to explain. This isn't something I want to make a regular habit of. This news is just so big and so connected to Algorand that I have to cover it. I have to do a show on it. And doing a live show is really probably the easiest way to get it out instead of taking the time to put together an edited video, which would take most of the night and I'd be way behind everything. So this one just got to go live on it. Let's just start with the news. I might have some guests coming in later. I invited a bunch of people from the Algorand community. I don't know if anyone, it was really last minute, so I don't know if anybody's going to take me up on it, but you might be seeing a guest or two, or maybe more in 15 minutes or so, but we will see. But let's just get into the news. So I put together a lot of stuff here. So here's like the bulk of the main news. I had that all lined up. Yeah, Binance. So Binance. The headline is Binance backs out of FTX rescue, leaving the crypto exchange on the brink of collapse. Binance is backing out of its plans to acquire FTX. Now, I just did a video about this yesterday about how Binance was going to come in and save FTX after apparently uh, selling off all its FTX token and kind of putting the company in a bind in the first place. There's been some friction between those two. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, so yeah, the reversal comes one day after Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao, otherwise known as CZ, announced that the world's largest cryptocurrency firm had reached a non-binding deal to buy FTX's non-US businesses for an undisclosed amount, rescuing the company from a liquidity crisis. Now, FTX earlier this year was valued at $32 billion, and now it's it's not worth that now, I'll tell you that. The non-binding thing is very interesting because CZ was very, very careful to add that in his tweet. So not just the fact that it is a non-binding deal, but he was very, very clear about it, and they'd be doing due diligence. Well, they did the due diligence. As he says, our hope is to support FTX customers to provide liquidity, and that's what he said on Wednesday, but the issues are beyond our control or ability to help. And this is so they were doing their due diligence. That means you go look into the books and you got to see the financials. You'd think that would take longer. It didn't take them very long. So as the article says, Zhao initially agreed to step in, but his company quickly changed course, citing reports of mishandled customer funds and alleged U.S. agency investigations. So it's unclear who is next in line to buy the beleaguered crypto exchange. I don't know who else would be. Bankman-Fried told investors that the company is facing a shortfall of up to $8 billion from withdrawal requests and needs emergency funding, according to the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, and I just found a post on Unusual Whales that talks about that as well. Yeah, as they say, it's the latest chapter in a shocking collapse. It's rocked the crypto world this week. We're gonna take a look at how much in just a second. Now, what's really crazy about this is that it's funny. It's actually coming up on my. Oh, that's mine. Never mind. It's really funny about this is that FTX was in line to buy Celsius through that bankruptcy deal. They were one of the three plans. I don't remember the other one, the third one, but Simon Dixon, who's left over, had a plan. He seems a lot more reasonable than Mashinsky, but Alex Mashinsky, who was kind of the shyster founder of Celsius. But I don't know. That's done and over for sure now, right? Like it's kind of funny. It's like It's like a sinking tugboat trying to rescue a sinking boat. You know, they're both sinking. It's like you can't. That's not going to work, right? So I don't know what's going to happen with Celsius, but they're out of that picture. So this is the latest, right? FTX and now FTX. We had Celsius, Voyager, and before I continue, I just want to put out that message that yeah, not your keys, not your crypto. Get your stuff off exchanges as much as you can. I just pulled my Atom, which I had a yeah, I had a decent amount of Atom on there. It's probably the last decent amount of crypto that I had on an exchange, and I just pulled that off today. Started learning a little bit about the Cosmos ecosystem, and so I might be doing a video on that coming up. Just having it off, there's actually better opportunities for staking than there are on Coinbase. So this is that's a big change for me, by the way. I was like mostly keeping stuff on exchanges, and versus Algorand was really the only thing I was playing around with. Now I'm trying to do the opposite. I got all my Bitcoin and Ethereum on Algorand. Everything's on Algorand because it's my keys. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna belabor that point. You know what I'm talking about. How's this thing always get so crooked? It was straight when I started, I swear. Wow, that made it worse. Can't get my head straight. There, close enough. All right, enough of that. There is other stuff to talk about. Let's take a look at the markets because they really, like I said, they really took a bath today. Just to get an idea, yeah, Bitcoin down to 16,000, Ethereum down to 1,100. These are I don't want to give financial advice too much, but usually this is a pretty good buying opportunity if you believe in the long term ability of the price. Now, why is it doing that? That's annoying. Okay, anyway, but you notice something missing out of the top 10? There's Solana down to it dropped way more than everything else, 52% down, and it dropped out of the top 10 to 13th place. That is wild. I mean, just looking at the other percentages, everything dropped about 10 to 15 to 20%, maybe a little more than that. Even quant dropped like 30%. If you're looking to get into quant, might not be a bad time. Again, not officially advice, just something I might be considering. Yeah, I bought a little Hedera the other day. But yeah, everything's down, but nothing quite like Solana when you're talking about top like 50 coins. But that is a bloodbath. That's crazy. Not unexpected though when you see like major news like that. Let's see, what did I want to show you? You want to share this because actually this is what brought things to my attention. CZ had tweeted "sad day, tried, but cry face," and then I realized that was me. And yeah, like I said, then I repeated my not your coins, or excuse me, not your keys, not your crypto. So Sam Bankman-Fried was supposed to appear at Decipher in Dubai this year. As you know, me and many of my nifgen.com partners are going to be going to that. Most of the Algorand video creators are going to be at that. A lot of us are partnered with Nifgen, which is going to offer a Patreon style service on the blockchain. And the cool part is one fee will get you everybody's extra content. It's going to be $8.95, and that gets you everybody's extra content, which is super cool. Okay. But we're all going to be there. I don't know. So a lot of us asked the foundation and CEO Stacy Warden, if Sam Bankman-Fried would be appearing. Now we all asked this. We all asked this after or before today's events, but this is what Stacy Warden replied to. She didn't reply to me, but she replied to Crypto for Change. He's a little bit bigger than me. I get it. It's cool. So he said, I mean, pretty sure we already know SPF, FTX, and FTX official liquidated any algo they have. Just hope Algo Foundation did not get sucked into it more. By the way, someone did send me. I didn't have it pulled up, I'm afraid, but someone did send me their balance sheet, and it does not appear that they have any algo at the didn't or don't have any algo. That was from Masari Research, so it should be pretty solid. So he asked Stacy and John Woods for a statement. since he was planning to speak, he was going to be joining a panel with Scaramucci. And Stacy replied, "Hi, I'm not sure if SBF will still speak. He might be busy." Question mark. Yeah, probably. As you know, now I can afford to get there. Actually, he wasn't actually going to go though. As you know, he invested in Skybridge Capital, and Anthony was kind enough to invite him. He couldn't come to Dubai, but is going to be do a fireside chat with Anthony by video. So I'm very curious, if you will. That's it, really. She says, "Thanks for the response. Sure puts the foundation in a weird spot, so hope it works out for the best, upward and onward." And then later, I don't know if it's kind of weird that she replied again, but she said, "This year we are trying to get the most interesting, engaging speakers possible. Community and investor speakers are the backbone. We are trying to have a wider range, and SBF talk would be interesting for sure." Yeah, it sure would. No idea at this point. We'll keep you posted. Yeah, if I were a betting person, I would say definitely not likely. Okay. So I talked about, and maybe I can pull this up yet. Oh, maybe not. Someone had sent me the TVL, but we can just pull up DeFi. I'm just going to pull up DeFi Llama for a second here and show you guys the TVL, because it's kind of crazy. It went. Let me just find it first before I. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, this is the total value locked for all, just broken down by chain. So Ethereum always at the top. Now Solana was pretty high up, and now it is down to 10. It's getting close to DeFi chain. And Algorand, now I'm telling you, this isn't right, because this should be around 300. This should be right below. It should be right below DeFi chain. I don't know why it's. Let me just pull up. I don't know if Vestige has TVL on it. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Shoot. Yeah, Algorand, by the way, right now sitting at about 27 cents from what I see. Oh yeah, this has it. Well, that number's not really matching up at all. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to find it before I show it to you, but because I don't think they have this quite right. In fact, I'm going to pull up Algorand here. They have the TVL dropping the next to nothing, down to 147. It was up almost to 300. So we did have some problems where the TVL like wasn't counting AlgoFi and Folks Finance for some reason. Something about the way they calculated, and they said they got it fixed. I don't know if they actually did. Let's see. I just try to decide if there's anything else. Oh, I got someone came in. How do I bring them in? Hey, look, I got Sewell in the house.
Hey, what's good?
Hey, how you doing, man? I didn't know if anybody would join.
Yeah, I was gonna respond. I was like, let me just hop on.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Yeah, cool. Good to see you. So, guys, I don't know if you know Sewell. He's from the next
passive
block
income.
blockchain. Yeah,
Yep.
does some rapping I saw too, with some NFT rapping. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, a few things, but yeah, the next block, co-host of the next
Mhm.
block, and then also passive income network, my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
make sure to go check his link out, and I'm gonna link his channel in the description too, after the stream. So yeah, what do you guys all what did you guys talk about that on your live stream today? The
yeah,
FTX
we
stuff?
did. We definitely did. Yeah, because I saw your email and I saw FTX Solana in there. I was like, you know what? Let me go speak on this for a second. It's a fun conversation. Um,
Yeah,
Yeah, we did, but how I'm seeing it, it is like no one expected this to happen. There was a
right.
lot of signs out there. I watched the FTX, what was it, Sam Bankman-Fried versus Eric Voorhees video on
Yeah.
Bankless a few days ago, and then that was a big sign to me. So I hopefully no one got, that we know got hurt too bad with
Mhm.
the exchanges or losses of FTT token. But yeah, there
Did
was a
you
lot of signs out there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Now, did you guys I haven't heard anything about the liquidity being frozen. Is it actually frozen, or is it just so backed up that people can't get it?
I mean, I'm hearing rumors of both ways.
Really?
We definitely, just based on all the footage and clips that are coming
Mhm.
out, we know that they probably are insolvent and they don't have the money that they said they had in the first place. So we at
Yeah,
least know
I was
that.
yeah, I was just seeing, like, it looks like they're he's going around looking for almost $8 billion according to some stuff that was leaked to the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
and
how
it's
come no
like
one's leaking this stuff to us, you know? We're on the
I
ground
know,
floor, they should be sending it to us.
I know. We're working on it. We're working on
Right,
something.
right.
Yeah, it's just amazing because we've seen Terra Luna this year, Celsius,
Mhm,
Voyager, Three Arrows,
mhm,
and then like I was watching you just sitting backstage. You're talking about not your keys, not your crypto,
mhm.
and that's why I firmly believe that self custody is key, and I believe that these decentralized exchanges are value are going to go up because of like how fragile the centralized exchanges have been in the US at least.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the on-ramp part of it though, because I mean, I know like a lot of these, my first experiences in crypto were on Coinbase, and
Yep.
I was on there for a while until I realized there were better opportunities off of the exchanges. And are you a little worried about the effect on kind of onboarding people to the crypto space?
Um, I am. I am slightly, but there's like I know they're like using the ledger and things like that. There's ways to get around things, but you have to be a lot more savvy. But I still there's a big problem between getting from the bank to say like AlgoFi or something like that. There has to be something that could link us there, or more businesses have to like allow USDC on their balance sheets or something like that.
Mhm.
That would be, I think, the only way around it. But I'm very hopeful because with the Sam Baker's free thing going on, all the bad actors are getting exposed, which is good,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's
And
what the bear markets do, don't they? They just kind of flush out the
yeah,
the bad rubbish, so to speak, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot about onboarding because I've got family members and friends, and sometimes they want to get into crypto, and man, even the stuff that like you and I would consider pretty basic.
Hmm.
I can just see that moment where their eyes gloss over, and I'm like, I lost them.
Yep.
No matter
Yeah.
how much.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
I was just saying, onboarding is definitely
Mhm.
when a situation like this happens, they put all they watch in the news. It's like, oh, another crypto scam. So that does make the
Yeah.
job difficult. But I think about platforms like Lofty AI, where you're like, okay, we can invest in real estate. So I think as long as the use cases keep coming out, it will legitimize it in the correct way. And then
Mhm.
DeFi, I think, needs to be protected in a way that we don't have like KYC, basically what Sam Bankman-Fried wanted everyone to like kind of do is report themselves that use DeFi. So we got to
Oh
keep
yeah.
it, like free system, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I want to go look at the chat too and see what people are saying. I didn't. Oh, I only got one person said,
Yeah.
"LOL, hell yes," is Crypto Head. I
Shout out
assume
to
that's. I
yeah.
assume he's talking about you joining the stream. He's very excited, so that's awesome. Yeah, not
uh,
a lot of chat. Sometimes my chat is just going bananas, and other times it's kind of silent.
oh,
But
for sure.
yeah, what do you do? So over under on Sam Bankman-Fried showing up to Cipher. Well, he was supposed to call in, I guess,
Yeah.
but
I think he's out.
I think he's
He got
out.
too
Yeah,
much on his plate. Yeah, he would have
yeah.
to, because all we want to really know is like what's going on. That's what we're really gonna ask. Like,
Yeah, what would we even talk about at this point? It's hard to, usually that kind of stuff, that kind of speech, you're trying to give some hope, some paint a vision for the future, and
mhm.
kind of mired in oh crap, we got to bail the ship out here. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, yeah.
oh man.
I think it was like very interesting though that like to be so involved in Congress that have a company in the Bahamas, but also kind of working
Mhm.
against yourself because you're
Right.
also doing sketchy things. So I thought it was just like a whirlwind of just bad practices going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, it
It's
was
amazing.
it's
I just
interesting. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's really interesting with all these exchanges collapsing, and there's been some lessons for me. I lost a little bit on Celsius for sure, and now with FTX going down, it's just a sure sign that's like I even today I had the last thing I had on an exchange was like a somewhat sizable amount of Atom, and I'm like today when I had a break, I'm like, you know what, time to learn about Cosmos and their wallets. Okay, so I moved that over and I'm doing a little staking on there, so that might
Yep.
be something that comes up on my
Yep.
channel at some point. But it's like that was like the final straw. I'm like, just get everything off. So now I just got like little remnants of a bunch of S coins left over on the Coinbase, and that's about it. If those go away, it is what it is. But
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Cosmos, I really like Cosmos. Great ecosystem. And the Kepler wallet. Very good
that's what
wallet.
I got. Yep, that's what I
Yeah.
got. Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice wallet. Worked really well. I was pretty happy. Staking went pretty well. I thought not. It seemed like there was a couple extra steps than most of the Algorand protocols, and it also seemed like the transactions failed a little more often. But overall, still very good. Very fast. Sending from Coinbase to the Kepler wallet was like instantaneous, super fast.
Mhm.
Maybe even a little faster than. Seems like even a little faster than when I send Algorand. So I'm not sure. Oh, got another chat. I'm gonna bring that in. Does Sol
So,
recover from this, or are they done? What do you think, Sewell?
ooh, honestly, I think they'll recover
Yeah,
because
you
I
think
feel
so?
like people would be like, "Oh, they're finally free of their like big VC backer," and Soul has
True.
killer marketing. So it's like hard to bet against what they've been
Hmm.
able to accomplish. But who
Yeah,
knows?
down 9 times in the last year, I believe. Though not
But
so
people
good.
still accept it, which is
That's
blows my
true.
mind. Yeah, and it's
Well,
like they put out
here's what I always say about that stuff is like I go back to, and this is going to date me for sure, but I go back to the VHS Betamax wars. Like
for sure.
like Beta was far superior in sound and video quality, but VHS won. So that makes me nervous about Algorand sometimes because I think, well, be mindful of this stuff because the best tech doesn't always win.
Facts, and that's something why I do bet. I like Algorand's my main bet. I can like say that comfortably, but I do bet on
Mhm.
the whole crypto ecosystem, not just
Yeah.
one. Because I do agree with you. I don't. I didn't. I can't date myself like that. I only the reference 100%, but I know what you mean. Like the best technology doesn't always win, and like
Right.
because from my understanding, we could have had like electric cars and stuff years ago,
Oh
right? Where we
yeah.
use gas and oil. So, but I think Solana will still be around. I think Algorand will be fine as well, but I'm not sure how much of a market share it would really have in the at least in the near term.
My theory about Algorand is it's gonna do all the boring stuff really well. It's gonna work in the background for a lot of the fact that it's ISO 20022 compliant is huge.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna have a lot of roles in areas that most people aren't that's not gonna be forward facing, that most people aren't
Yep.
gonna see. It's gonna be doing all the important but boring stuff in the background. But it's still like there's fun stuff on it too. So I don't want to like totally paint a picture like
Mhm.
this is the adult blockchain in the room or something like that. But
Oh man, I mean, I think it is though, like because we
it
had
is.
Coin Banks on the next block earlier.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out to Coin Banks, yeah, and like the IP properties and
Mhm.
all the things that they're working on is all back in. It's under it's like a layer two of what we are using in the like banking system, basically. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of behind the scenes. Let's go, Algo. Yep, crypto head, what's good? But I
Starting to
think
get
yeah,
good
it's gonna be a
chats.
lot of behind the scenes. But my
Mhm.
one thing I am banking on is that NFTs on Algorand can really like do something because they're so smooth, as we
Mhm.
know, the gas fees, the transactions, there's like usually no problems. So I think if we just keep the NFTs in the right situation, it'd be good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I would love to have, I'd probably invite you on this for sure. Like, I'd love to have like kind of a panel about NFTs because, like, I understand NFTs and I get like the nuts and bolts of how you create one,
Hmm.
but I always feel like there's something I'm missing about the zeitgeist of NFTs. You know what I mean? Like, what do people expect from a project? What makes a successful one? Kind of what's the there of NFTs as far as like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I probably
Yeah,
have like I don't know if I had Dale Forward who makes the Algo Gods series on my channel. He caught my attention because the dude draws with two hands, which is
yeah, yeah.
crazy.
They're
like,
talented,
I'm
like
like,
for
oh my
sure.
god, how do you do
Yeah,
that?
it's kind
But
of crazy.
he's one of those people that just seems to kind of get it, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm old. Like I just don't intuitively get it. I have to like technology. I have to like get into it and try to figure it out and stuff. So maybe that's part of it.
Yeah. Well, NFTs, it could be complicated. Like, yeah, I've been kind of in this space for a little while now, and I do engage myself with a lot of NFTs. I definitely understand them, but it's kind of like it's like it all kind of depends, what you're
Hmm.
selling, basically, and
That's
how well you
true.
present it. But I think, yeah, Algorand definitely has a lot of dope NFT projects, and then just the different use cases as well for charity, art, and whatnot. I got some music
Mhm.
NFTs that I have dropped and I'm about to drop some more. So y'all go watch out for that. But
Oh,
things like
really?
that, yeah,
Where,
yeah.
where are you dropping it?
Um, I'm thinking that Shuffle or Algo
Hmm.
X NFT possibly.
Cool.
Seeing what
I'll
platform
keep
or
an eye out
Van
that.
Gallery.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out
Oh,
on that for sure. Yeah,
for
I've got
sure.
a couple artists in the community, really talented folks that they know about NFTs, but they don't know the first thing about it. They're just like, dude, just go. You set it up, like you can take a cut or whatever and
Yeah.
sell it. I'm like, yes, but I need to understand it more. Like I understand, like I could make an NFT for you tomorrow, but I don't understand. I wouldn't be able to advise you on,
The
yeah,
whole
this
process.
would make a good NFT, this one, or this is how you should make this series, and here's how many. So
Mhm.
yeah, we'll have to do that panel someday for
Oh,
sure.
for sure. And I'm and like I always talk about education because that's like my main thing. But that's
Hmm.
definitely something I'm working on is develop a NFT course too to explain all this. I
Nice,
have a Algorand, essentially a DeFi course and like how to get started course that I'm also releasing soon. And it's a big
nice.
need, I know for sure.
Hmm.
The keeping it simple. I like to keep things real simple because we have a lot of onboarding and education to do along the way. But
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Who
Hmm.
bought the Algo dip? Ah, not me.
You buy some?
Nah, no, I didn't buy the dip. What I did do was pay off some of Algo Fi loans so that way I don't
Oh,
get
there you go.
yeah.
Yeah, actually, the funny thing is, for some reason, I had like 80 some bucks in US dollar coins sitting in my wallet. And
Mhm.
I didn't, I was like, should I put some more money in to buy the dip? And then I was like, wait a minute, let me look. I was like, oh yeah, I got like 80 some bucks. Let's buy it today. So I guess
No,
I did kind of buy the dip.
yeah. No, I didn't get to. I'm just
Not
chilling.
26 though.
Yeah, 26 is real low.
I didn't catch
Um,
that. I didn't catch that one, but I got like 30 something or something like that.
it brought the dip.
He did.
Yeah.
Look at
Okay.
that.
Okay. Yeah,
Cardamom.
I'm like, I just can't believe that it crashed so hard, the whole market, though. I didn't expect that. I should have known since the Terra Luna situation. That was
Yeah. Yeah, what a bloodbath, huh? It's crazy.
crazy.
And Solana's done like 50%, 50 some percent. Was it 59? I still have that
Yeah,
pullback.
this is the part I have to
Yeah,
say I'm so sick. Like a couple days ago, I was like, let me finally like dabble in a little bit of
too.
Solana. I, I dabbled and then immediately it's down 50%.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, so I got hit a little bit just for a little like sample. I like to sample things out, but it was a bad timing.
Yeah, that's what I do too. A lot of in fact that's the whole point of the channel is just like making little plays in it and then just seeing how it goes and kind of telling the audience, yeah, this is how this went. Here's the good, because the thing that would frustrate me when I'd watch videos on YouTube is
Yeah.
they'd always make it sound like so great, but then they'd leave out a bunch of stuff that you need to know or things that can go wrong or
Mm,
stuff along the way. So my whole thing is like I'm going to do it where I just tell people this is how it goes, this is how it went. And I
mhm,
think when I started, I don't think there were a ton of Algorand creators, or not everyone was kind of like starting out around the same time I was. So like there
mm.
wasn't a lot of bigger channels yet. And so
Yep.
it's been interesting. It's definitely been an interesting journey. So well, I
Yeah.
don't know. Any final thoughts on this whole situation? Any words of wisdom you want to impart?
Yeah, it would. Yes, words of wisdom is definitely y'all pay attention and
Hmm.
figure out how to manage your own cryptocurrency. That's what I would say. Whether it's
Yeah.
either a ledger that you got directly from their website or whether it's an Algorand software wallet, I would say just pay attention to how you manage your crypto. That's my message for tonight. And
Well,
definitely tap in with the Passive Income Network and the next block.
mhm,
Yeah.
for sure. Well,
Appreciate you.
I'm Frugal BC, and I endorse that message.
All right, Frugal. I am about to exit out of here. Let you do
Cool.
your
Thanks.
thing.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, for
Looking
sure.
forward to seeing you in person at Decipher.
Most definitely. See you in Dubai.
All right. Bye bye. That was fun. Very cool. I like him a lot. I'll be looking forward to meeting him in person. So, yeah, that's really all. I don't want to talk too much longer. It was fun to have him come on though, and bring some fun to an otherwise pretty crazy situation. So, guys, I know we talked about this a lot today, but stay safe out there and make sure, like C Will said, send your send your crypto somewhere other than an exchange. I still use mine to buy it. I use Coinbase to buy the. I really got to get this lighting fixed. I do use Coinbase to buy my crypto, but then I send it right over. Hey, Catlin, just caught the tail end of it. Good to see you. Uh, I do. I usually buy it on the exchange and I send it like right over to my Algo wallet. And now, Atom, I'm probably gonna buy more Atom because I wasn't really buying a lot of Atom, but maybe I'll buy a little more when it's down, like it actually is down right now. And now I got a wallet to send that to too. I had some Solana. I just sold it all, put it into Algo, so I'm pretty big on it. All right. Well, that's enough for me. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Another shout out to C Will for joining the channel. I kind of threw out an email at the last minute, and I didn't know if anyone would join in. I didn't even know how. I didn't know how it worked until I happened to look to the left and I saw him in the corner. So very cool. All right, guys. Well, take care. Be safe out there. And not your keys, not your crypto. And I'll see you in the future.